Hey there, fellow space engineers, and welcome back to episode 4 of Proxima Beyond. In the last episode, we ventured into space, embarked on a pretty successful salvage mission. While we did not find an assembler, a refiner, or a cargo container, we did find 2 more survival kits that allow us to breathe a little easier and take some more risks. Also, as promised, I've taken care of all the grinding off-screen to spare you that lengthy process. The salvage yard is now completely empty, ready for another run today. However, it seems I forgot to grind down that prison ship up there, but I can do that next time. Down at the station, I've gathered all we have collected. So that's the batteries, the gyros, thrusters, even a gravity component that still needs some fixing. Tucked away here somewhere is a small grid ship. The small grid ships we recovered. Here they are. So we have quite a few small grid ion thrusters on those. That should allow us to make a small grid fighter soon. But that fighter won't be much worth if we don't have a way to make ammo for it. So we really need to find an assembler today, hopefully. Talking about getting out there and salvaging more ships, I did replace the easier takeover mod, which was the NPC corporate takeover mod. I took that away and replaced it with the hostile takeover mod in the hope it adds a little bit more challenge to the process, but still removes the hassle of having to capture every cupboard and mug on board of the ship. So we'll see how that goes. As explained in the previous episode, we're still stuck with salvage only as we do not have the knowledge yet to be able to construct or build our own technology. But of course we want to change that. So the plan is to use the grind to learn mod in the future. However, we don't want to just drop that possibility in my lab, I need to earn it. So the plan is that the only way I can enable the mod after I successfully have captured an active NPC ship. So not just a scrapyard ship, I need to have an active ship that actually can defend itself. I do doubt that capturing a ship will be the plan today, as we still need to find more important components, so I guess we're gonna have to just jump back into our trust in ourselves, go out there and find some more ships. I am considering doing a little bit more heavy cutting in my editing during this process, just to avoid the repetitiveness of collecting and grinding the numerous ships we will encounter. But of course I'm going to try to keep the fun and interesting scenes in the episode. Fingers crossed that we at least can find an assembler today. We also added another MES pack, which is the Incon, the independent contractors. This one seems to be on a mission, however. Look at the speed that one is coming. Is this on the way to us, or is this just the speed this thing is flying with? Could I see it if I use my searchlight, what it is and where it's flying? It seems on a passing. It's not directly on course to us. I also do not know exactly what to expect from them, so hopefully they leave me alone for a while. We still got the prison ship circling around. I think I need to fix something. This thing is constantly just orbiting around the asteroid. I mean, it might just be a good little defense satellite. I might have to just do that. Have something rotating and orbiting the asteroid as defense, first line of defense. Who knows? Valley Crucis. Something up there? Alright, there seems to be a Valley Crucis up there. We can go and check it out and see what it is. It's definitely a new name, I think, this ship. I think I need to start writing them down as like a notepad, but I know which ship has what. I know that, for example, if we find a... Was it a Guppy? Or was it a Skippy? The Guppy or the Skippy had a reactor, which is very interesting because that is a good power source. We still don't have any uranium anyway, but okay. So, Valley Crucis. Can we see anything in the sky? Not seeing anything sparkling. And the sun is like right there, so it kind of blocks the... there we go. It's down there. 4 kilometers. I see it from here. Okay. 2.3 kilometers. Alright, let's stop. Is it moving? It doesn't look like it's moving. This looks like a static ship. 6... Valley Crucis. Okay, I don't see guns, but it's also very dark on this side. Alright, I think we're just gonna fly a little bit closer, but not too much. I'm gonna turn off my guns again. As I explained, these are purely for defense in sticky situations. Alright, let's go and check it out. Let's recharge my oxygen a little bit. And where are you? Alright. Okay. I don't think I got my bulletproof vest on. Get ready. Nothing? Okay. Ah! Ow! Ah! Oh. That one is still... Alright. What's this? There's a few blocks we need to take over now. See, this is the hostile takeover. It will show me what I need to grind down to capture it. Let me just see. This seems to be a dead end. How much does this Valley Cruises have in guns? Okay, can I grind a chair down? I can sit in the chair, okay. Let's check. Control panel. How many turrets do we have? 3 turrets. Now, we already had 2 turrets saying hello to me. Quite a lot of thrusters as well on this. We got another survival kit. But I'm not seeing a single block I was looking for. Like an assembler. Didn't see a container. Alright, so we're gonna grind down... I think this is the AI block. Now, as far as I remember, I'm gonna have to grind down all of them before I can weld them up again and take over the ship. I think if I grind down one and then weld it up again and then grind down the other, I think I need to grind all of them before I weld them all up again. That's what I think it is. So if I weld this up, this is still not mine. No. There's something else on the ship that needs to be hacked still. Not entirely sure what. Survival kit, I would say, maybe. I just don't know where the turrets are. Seems like all the turrets were pointed outwards, but you never know. The weird thing is that the survival kit is not marked. It's not like it shows like I need to grind it down. Okay, so if I pull out my grinder, it resets the blocks. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, if I now... Nope. There's something else that is still blocking me. What is it? The turrets? I don't think I need to grind... Do I need to grind down the turrets? 1, 2, 3. So we're safe inside, it seems. Okay. I kind of liked the bleeping of the AI block. That was like more like a search. I think the lighting up the parts kind of feels again. I mean, I think it's definitely better because it takes much more work to grind everything down and find the blocks. But on the other hand, I feel like these turrets were a little bit too easy to spot now, so I can completely work my way around it. I mean, it's definitely better than the... it's definitely better than the cooperative mod. So, yeah. I guess we're gonna stick with this one. Where's my nacelle? There. We have a sojourner on the way. I need to definitely keep an eye on that as well. Because if they attack my nacelle instead... Nacelle is there. Sojourner's there. Let's I just need to weld something up to see if it's mine or not. Come on, buddy. It is mine. Okay. Alright, let's get the nacelle. Another survival kit. I guess it's okay to have a third one. I think after this, I'm not going to keep this anymore. I'm just going to grind them down for the medical components. 3 kilometers and closing. Way to go. Way to go. Alright, so I'm just going to pick this one up. I'm going to Mac plate it. We're going to get out of the way of that Sojourner. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop it off at the asteroid and continue our search for another ship. We're going to speed this up a little bit and hopefully we can find something really useful. So I want to focus on getting some more blocks first. I want to see if I get any chance with a refinery, assemble, or a container. That would set me a big step forward into the future crafting and assembling of things and being able to actually fix things by no longer having to scrap. Quasimodo. Quasimodo to the left of that asteroid there. Right there. That's new. A Quasimodo. This is the first time we come across this one now. 2.4 kilometers. It doesn't seem to be moving. Let me just go a little bit closer. And then have a break. Stop. No, it doesn't seem to be moving. What do we have on the Quasimodo except for bullets with my name on it? Two hydrogen tanks. Control panel. There's one interior turret. There's one Gatling turret. That's incomplete. What is the interior turret? Access denied. Okay. But again, nothing that I want. Alright, so I'm just gonna clean it up, connect it to my ship, and then we'll move and find another one. I got a bear fly on the way. Not exactly what I want. Alright. Let's continue our flight. In the meantime, we're gonna put our tank on stockpile and I'm gonna drain the tank out. I mean, I cannot drain it completely, but I can drain it enough to fill up my tank in the ship. We have now traveled about 27 kilometers from the original destination. Nothing new has spawned in so far, except for the search ships. We had a few Incan ships as well. But for the moment we successfully avoided them. This looks like an interesting asteroid. And this is where my tank is. That's cobalt, I think. Or magnesium. If it's magnesium, I should mark it. So I might actually fly towards that one. While I mean, we don't have any use for magnesium now because I don't have any refiners, doesn't mean we shouldn't think proactively. I think if we mark this one, if it's magnesium and we mark this one, this is gonna be a good source to come to later once we get a refiner. Oh, scrap down there. I did see it blinking. 11 kilometers it was, no? What's that? This looks like magnesium. Yes, it is. It's MG, I would say. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this asteroid MG. Because I would like to see the difference between deposits on asteroids or deposits on planets. So let's check out this Star Eater. What is this? It is not moving. I think these are drills. They look like drills. Yeah, so those are all drills. Guess that's why it's called Star Eater. That's like, what, 9 drills? No, 12 drills? 12 drills? Alright, I guess we're gonna just pick this up as well. Bring it to the base. And I think that's gonna be it. So I guess we're just gonna drop off these 2 at the base. Oh. Okay, I saw something popping up 10 kilometers away from me. There it is. You see it blinking there? I think it might be hard to see that on like a YouTube video, but something is blinking there. It's at 10 kilometers. It looks like definitely a little bit more of a bulkier ship. Cannot see what's in there, but I'm assuming we're gonna see way more guns on that. I also am not sure if it's moving or not. Yeah, I'm not sure what to find on that. This could be a container, but you don't know. I don't see any guns on it, but we are pretty far. It doesn't seem to be moving, so I think we can just leave our nacelle here, keep it at a safe distance. Alright, let's get our oxygen charged. Let's see. For those about to die, we salute you. No fire. No shooting. Well, clearly the AI block is there. There is no cockpit. Does look pretty empty as well. Doesn't look like there's much on this ship to... I mean, I see some oxygen generators, tanks, batteries. But that's all, no? Not sure if there's a gun. There's one turret down there. It was aiming at me. That was sure. Anyway, this is another ship that doesn't really have what we want. So I'm just gonna take this over. Gonna connect it to my ship. Bring it over to the home. And then we're gonna continue from there. Platinum? Uranium? Yes, yes, yes. We just need a refiner now, and we can make uranium ingots. That means I can power.
Energy low.
Yeah, I think this is getting to me. Are you not storing this in the drills? Are you telling me that drills cannot hold this weight? Oh, they cannot. Oh, you stupid idiot. I thought I would be able to put stuff in there, but I can't. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, well, that's what it is then. And the funny thing is, I knew this. I don't know why I was thinking I put stuff in a drill. We can put components in a welder, but not in a drill. We got our drills. We got everything we need here. I think we're gonna go on another trip then. It is what it is. I think what I'm gonna do here, I might just completely ignore ships that do not have what I need. We need to make progress. I need to get off this scrap. Yeah, this one has definitely not something I want to come across. Go for transport with 2 hired guns. Not interested, thank you. I don't know. I got a feeling this moon or the planet, I don't know which is closer. One of them is like 500 kilometers, I think, looking at this. For the moment, I'm still seeing my asteroids. But the planet is going to be, of course, much bigger than the asteroid. This is already 25. So maybe 250 kilometers? Nah, it's going to be more. It's definitely like 300, 500 kilometers. Oh. Scrap. Firefly. It's going to be small again. That means it's going to be very hard to spot. My guns are off. Thrusters are mine, so this whole block should be mine now. Alright, let's pick up this little one and then continue our trip. Because this is too small to go back home. But with what we have collected, we could definitely make a small little fighter. Even try to risk and capture a large ship of Assert or Incon. So we are now 45 kilometers away from an asteroid. And I have to say, this planet has not gone much bigger. This means we're gonna have to really think about a jump drive, or I'm gonna have to fly this off, like off recording, and say this is what I did off stream. We are at this planet. Because I think this is gonna be a very tedious episode if you just see me flying for 45 minutes. Oh. Baldwin. That's a new name. That's another hydrogen tank. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Alright, get ready. No? Nothing? For the cockpit? I mean, that is some extra metal grid, so that's nice.
Full.
Then the AI block down there, but let's make sure that we don't get shut up.
Full.
Got a whole bunch of batteries. Guys, we've got an assembler.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I know.
Full.
Got some beds.
Inventory full.
Got a cargo container.
Inventory
Yes,
full.
yes.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I don't see a turret. We got an ore detector. Holy moly, guys. Alright, we need to get this. Because this Incon, where are you going? You're going further, but I don't know if I can trust that. Holy, yes. We even got some speed modules on this. Baby. Do we have a refinery? We do not, but guys, we are saved. Because I can use my assembler to disassemble. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. We're gonna have to test this out. This is it. Finally, we got an assembler. And a small cargo, but a small cargo is already really good. We can put it on the ship. That means we can actually start grinding things down, put them in the container. This is so good. Guns are off? Yes. Oh man, you cannot believe how happy I am. This is it. I finally found one. Right, can I rotate you with the battery up top? But that feels like a nice flat piece to connect to. Not entirely sure if I'm happy with that rocket launcher aiming at me, putting it's mine. Just snap. There we go. That should be okay. Let's go, pick it up, and let's go home. We got what we needed. The refinery is gonna be great as well, but for the moment, this is all we needed. Yeah, this is a static grid. That's okay because we also need to claim this whole thing as mine. So in, select all, transfer to me, yes, and then info, convert to ship. The Baldwin. All right, let's go home. We got what we came for. So we were about 45 kilometers away from our base, and the planet was really not that much closer. So yeah, I have to think about this. So, as some of you suggested to go for the jump drive as the end goal, I'm not sure if that is actually what we should do, because if we find the jump drive to travel to planets, then we already have reached our end goal, which doesn't make any sense anymore to go to the planets. So I think the jump drive is a good in-between goal, but I don't think it's the end goal of this. Yeah, otherwise it completely makes it pointless to travel to planets. But man, we got an assembler. We got an assembler, we got a small container. We can start cooking now, because now I can drop all my stuff I have in the assembler and refine it or disassemble it into ores, blocks, things like that, and then build again with that assembler. This makes me happy. That means I can also disassemble all my rockets, things like that, make ammo out of it. Yes. So this could mean we could try next episode, if I can get a ship running, because that's probably gonna be it then. Next episode probably will be focusing on building ourselves a small fighter ship and try to capture a third large ship, because that will allow us then to go to grind to learn, and then we can start traveling around, building, learning the blueprints, all that. Alright, this means I might have to think about building a small little base at the bottom of the asteroid there, put my assembler down there, put the... Oh, we got a Monarch. That's another small ship. Interesting, but I'm not gonna stop. We're gonna go home. I want to keep this assembler as safe as possible. Gonna drop off and focus on that. I need to get this assembler down. We need to put a little bit of a protective layer on top of it and make sure that this is the last thing that gets shot. I think I'm gonna move the assembler down there. I'm gonna put a survival kit down there. Maybe move one of the oxygen tanks and the oxygen recyclers. That means I have a good foundation. I got a basis for falling back to whenever we have an issue. Whenever we get completely destroyed or annihilated, we got something to start from. I'm wondering if I should just drill into the asteroid and build it underground even. Just to be 100% sure we don't lose this. This is now a little gold mine. I will have to have a double check to my batteries, because we are getting to a point I am still not able to generate power myself. We don't have solar panels. We don't have hydrogen engines. We don't have wind turbines, which we cannot use anyway. We do have a reactor, so if I could, a refinery would not be a bad idea, because we could then refine uranium, the uranium we found in that drill ship. Let me just turn off these signals a bit, because I do not see anything. Alright, so the plan was to start drilling down there and dig underneath. But the problem is, then if I'm gonna build a ship on these large grid drills, I'm gonna need large thrusters, I'm gonna need large batteries. This is gonna take, I think, way too much effort to build this just for a hole down there. We could use a piston, but still this is gonna be too much work, I think, for just this platform. Now, you know what? Let's keep it like this. We're gonna build our platform here. This is where we're gonna stay. This is where we build. Now, my question is gonna be, how is the scrapyard, the building restrictions, blocking me from assembling things? I don't think it is, but you never know. We'll know soon enough. Alright, we're gonna bring down or disconnect the assembler. That's the first one that goes down. That's something we can move into the explorer ship, the scout ship. So both the ore detector and the container are gonna go into my scout ship. This is complete. Can I try something? If I would drop the interior plates in here, and we go to production, and I say disassemble. So disassembling works. Then clear. Assemble. I can now make my stuff. No. So if I need motors, which I need nickel for, we need to get some nickel, but I can make... Guys, we got it. Great. We can start making stuff. There is an oxygen tank. There is an oxygen generator. There is an assembler. There is a battery. This is the conveyor. We got the power efficiency module, which means we need power cells to get this to work, which is okay. We don't bother about it too much. We just needed to stop smoking. Actually, we can make power cells now. Great. Let's get these conveyors away. So the question is going to be, how heavy is this block to move? And do we want to risk it? Okay, I'm going to try to move you gently. It is manageable. It's more manageable than the cluster of thrusters and batteries. Okay, we're good. So, we got you, we got you, we got you. That means we're going to have to disconnect the battery and merge the battery and the floor. And I think I will do with the rest as well. I will take this battery here. And I think there's a battery in here as well. Take these two batteries, merge them in there. And let's just start creating... I have another survival kit here. I forgot about that one. So we can bring this down here. We can bring that down here. And just move these thrusters all in a cluster. And make a thruster cluster. So if I open up this place here. And then we can put the batteries in here, I think. So we're going to disconnect you. And then we're just going to move you downwards inside that slot. And we're going to build several batteries in that row. I put you into the grid. And now we're going to build some merge blocks. And I know people are really constantly saying, use the well pads, use the well pads. We could, especially now that I can craft things myself, but the merge blocks are much cheaper as I can grind them down, while the well pads are a waste of resources. Just weld that up, and then, come on. Come on. Yep, there we go, merged. And now grind this away. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move this battery there as well and fix that battery later then. Once we can disassemble the resources. There we go. That's a third battery on this platform. We can focus on more batteries in the future, but for the moment we're gonna take this away. And now we're gonna look into placing the assembler. And now that I think of it, I think it has been connected wrongly. Because the conveyors are here. So this is not even connected to this. So we're going to have to disconnect you as well. What I'm going to do here, we're going to put conveyors in the floor. And that should allow us then to connect everything just from the bottom. I'm going to disconnect you as well. And we're going to merge you on the right location. So. Detached. Alright, so weld this up. Connect it. Come on. You should do this. There we go. Alright, now, next to that, I think we're going to be placing, not the survival kit it seems, but we could place the that one here and that one, the O2 generator, next to it, so these two can then start generating oxygen and hydrogen. Another one, then one more, which is gonna go there, and then we're gonna put the survival kit next to it. There we go. Recharge my battery. I actually grabbed some oxygen and hydrogen as well, because one of them has ice in it, I think. Not bad. I think what we're gonna do, another conveyor here. And then we're gonna place you on top of that. Click. There we go. So now you are merged. That means I can put another container conveyor in here. There we go. Take these away. Right, now if I drop my in here and I say disassemble, I say disassemble all. Is any of that gonna make me? No, all of you are making me. Right, what else can we drop in there that has like nickel and stuff in there? Oh, well, I can check now. What has nickel? Displays, metal grids, girders, motors, silicon, steel pipes. Not a lot of has nickel though. We have detector components, maybe. But that's about it, no? Metal grids and detector components. How much metal grids do we have? We got 70, we got 72. Oh, we got quite a lot of metal grids. I actually don't think we will be able to deconstruct the scrap metal, because this is not... This should probably be put in a refinery, no? Yeah. So scrap metal has to go in a refinery. But could we put it in the survival kit? If we go to production survival kits, we do have the ingots. Wait a minute. Could it? It might be. Wait, what? If I can refine stone... with my survival kit, then... Where did the stone go? It's in the survival kit. There it is. So if I say survival kit, make ingots, you're making gravel. But you're not doing anything else. Okay. So the reason why we need gravel is to make the paint canister. We also seem to be able to make canvas and data pads. That's not that important. I cannot make... Okay. Alright. No worries. So that's okay. So I need metal grids and the detector components. So I'm just gonna get those metal grids and refine or disassemble these into nickel and iron. So I'm gonna take a few of these. I'll take these. And another thing I want to take is this. I want to take just a few thruster components so I can see, can I disassemble them? Say 10. I mean, we should be able to disassemble thruster components, as this is a regular assembler, no? I cannot drop... What? What is this? These assemblers cannot do anything. I cannot do everything. I can disassemble this, which is going to give me cobalt and nickel, but I cannot drop these in there because they are blocked because of that building restriction. So I was thinking I'm going to make batteries, but F you, I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot make batteries. I was thinking I'm going to make batteries, but no. Damn you, Splitsy. But I can make I can make ammo. I can also make a hydrogen bottle, which might not be a bad idea. Now, the next thing I want to do, I want to make a pipe that connects to all my conveyors so we can start withdrawing things. We will need a lot of motors. Can I make motors with you? I can. All right, let me get a little bit more metal grids. And disassemble these as well, so we can start making motors. Otherwise, I won't be able to make the conveyors. So I'm just gonna drop all you guys in here. I cannot disassemble this. Okay. Disassemble all. Production, let's put 100 of these. I am definitely not having enough ingots, nickel ingots, but that's okay. Just need a few more motors and we should be good. So let's see what we can grind down. For example, here. This should help me just to make the pipe. There we go. So right, now with that pipe connected to everything we have, we'll be able to disassemble everything we need or assemble everything we need. So that's a good progress. In the future we can get a container or something down here, but for the moment I think we are pretty good set up. Alright, so if I now go in here, we look at our production and we go to the assembler, we can now say disassemble and it knows what we have. So I could disassemble large steel tubes. I can disassemble these. We do have quite a lot of these, so let's do like 30 so we get some silicon. None of these are going to give me nickel except for you. Let's do 20 of you. All right, so we got pretty much done with this. I think I'm going to focus on a little bit more disassembling. I need to make stock of what I have. And I guess then we're going to have to look in what we can do. Maybe start focusing on a small little fighter so that we can start with a leap next episode. So what I'm going to have to check, let me just quickly check my inventory, and this will probably be all of recording. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show everything I did after I did the organization. All right, so what I did, I just went through all my resources and checked what we had, made sure that we have enough space, and also started disassembling a little bit of the resources in here. So you can see I'm now starting to collect resources we can use to build things with, which is going to be important here is magnesium. I don't think we have that much well, we do have them in the guns. We have one in the armory locker, but I cannot disassemble these. We also have some Gatling turrets here, which is not a lot as well, which I don't need to scrap because we want to keep these. I think these have actually quite a lot of Gatling ammo in here, if I'm correct. 11, and I got 24 in my connector, so that's not bad. I still got stuff here, and I got some autocannon magazines as well. It's not much. Anyway, we got some resources here. What we should be focusing on, I think, is starting our small little fighter. And I'm going to start building here because we have access to our assembler, have a survival kit, so we should be fine to build it here. So I think what we're going to do, yeah, I think we're going to start here. I'm going to just put a few cubes, which I cannot place there, that's okay. Then in here, we're going to put a rotor. Like that. I'm going to grind away that one. There we go. We're going to add a small head. I'm going to say rotor lock. There we go. And now if we build anything from this rotor, we will be able to constantly keep charging our ship while we're building it. We just will have to connect a battery on it. We do have a few small batteries here. No, there's one in here. And I think you have small batteries. The power cells are still in there, so that's good as well. So we should have a decent little fighter to work with. All right. And then let's just build a few cubes and we're going to start working from that. We're going to begin with the cockpit. The problem is we might have to be cheap with that cockpit. Although we do have metal grids now. We do have metal grids, so we can start building with this. Now, this ship, I don't think we're going to have a lot of fancy stuff going on. As I said, here we go. We got a cockpit. I think on the back, we might work with this. Then we can put some guns on the left and the right, and also on the bottom. Or we have some conveyors for that. And then we have to look into the engines. How much did we have in total again? So that's 10 thrusters. Is that enough? So we need forwards, we need backwards, we need left, we need right, and we need up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 directions. So that means I got 10 thrusters for 6 directions. I don't think that's enough. I think we need more. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave it here. What we could do, we could connect you to the base. Ah, we do still have a Firefly here as well. I'm sorry. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. And a battery. So we got 15 thrusters in total for 6 directions. That might work, but I think it's going to be very, very tight. Alright, so now that we have prepared everything. We got everything connected back on their place. We moved the ship here. Later, we will move the container from here into our nacelle. I also want to move you, and maybe I should color you as well. I might take the yellow color, so I recognize where I want to put it on. Right, good. So I'm going to give that ore detector a yellow color. We're going to give that conveyor, or the container color. These two are going to go into my nacelle, so that should be good. I also moved the little Firefly we have, so we have a nice collection of ships with small grid thrusters, which we're going to be using for our ship that we started here. But we're going to have to do this the next episode. That's going to be the plan for the next episode. Get everything on here, get a little bit of a design going, and see if we can make enough ammo to do a attack on an assault ship. We'll see. But I am really happy with the progress so far. We've got a assembler with the conveyor, start disassembling what I don't need and assemble what I need, except of course batteries, which are blocked out thanks to Splitsy's mod. We got a good setup here now, a good backup. I will have to cover this up a little bit as well, just to protect it against initial attacks, maybe a double layer, just to be 100% sure it kind of stays safe for the moment. And yeah, maybe next week we can jump in and do an assault on a search ship. If we can do that, then we can switch over from building restrictions to trying to learn, and that should hopefully completely change the playstyle, where we can actually make some serious progress, because I think I had it a little bit with scrapping. Thank you so much for watching Proxima Beyond, and I will see you next time. Beeblebum out.